is everything you need to know about next week's update. Now on screen right now is last week's update, and if you take a look and you actually read through some of these notes that they tweeted out, you'll notice that a lot of these things actually didn't drop in the game. The issue with the vehicles disappearing didn't actually fix. It didn't actually fix if you put the chest on your vehicles, as those still will disappear. So there are still a lot of issues within the game. So one of the things that I could absolutely expect them to do in next week's update on Tuesday is going to be an overall server and bug maintenance fix, as last week they tried to do this and obviously it didn't work all that well. Now this is a LEGO Fortnite string hotfix, but in broader terms this is just a villager dialogue update that we got late last night. Hotfixes work a little bit easier, where they can just add these into the game very quickly without you needing to download a mega large update or wait for a large update date to be made. Now the first dialogue change that we got was originally our villagers said be nice to the animals around here, and that has been updated to the local animals seem really interested in the village. So what that means in my opinion is that the animals that surround your village may now enter your village and become a little bit more friendly within your village. Previously, you would occasionally get a sheep or maybe a chicken to come into the walls around your village. Now it looks like maybe we're seeing in the future that these animals will actually roam into your village and around your village to make farming them just a little bit easier. Now the second dialogue change is if you pet them, they'll sometimes give you loot, but that has been changed into I wonder if they want to live with us. Now this is definitely hinting at some of the leaks that we've talked about previously, where we've heard that Epic is working on the fencing area to eventually allow you to actually keep farms of these animals in your village, which would be absolutely awesome if they're releasing this dialogue to hint at next Tuesday's update to then be able to actually take in these animals. Now, I've talked about this creatures update or leak that we should be getting at some point in the future, but there's a few animals that we have a list of here that should be releasing in the game at some point in time. Those animals are a bat, a bear, a beamer, a burrower, a charger, deer, eagle, elk, frog, grass snake, horn beetle, loot llama, mauler, pig, seagull, slammer, stormsick crab, stormsick scorpion, stormsick spider, swooper, and a wolf. So we have a few animals that we've already kind of heard about or had in the rumor mill that should be releasing soon, but this update or this leak that we just got kind of lets us know that next week's update should have something to do with creatures, whether that's adding brand new ones into the game or allowing us to farm them in our village. Either way, this update would be extremely nice. Now, this image right here on screen is a previous leak that mentioned that LEGO Fortnite was working on a fence placer system, which would allow you to place and set up fences seamlessly in your builds. This is also an area or an old video that they had that they put out, which actually showed them putting sheep inside of fences, which we actually don't even have in the game right now. So combining a potential fence placer system into the game while also seeing that they have shown us that you could farm these animals or put them inside of gates to keep as pets shows us that this is something that they were working on. So having a leak like this within the villager dialogue is something that is extremely nice to take a look at going forward. Now you guys might remember this old tweet that I showed you guys that was leaked out from Fire Monkey that said that the next update set to come to LEGO Fortnite is polar bears and an Osiris cave type. Now, when they put this tweet out or leaked this out and they said the next update set to come out was right before we got our update when it came to the stability and the bug fixes for Mechanical Mayhem. So I knew pretty much immediately that they only do content drops once a month. So look forward to maybe getting polar bears and an Osiris cave type now in next week's update. If we actually are going to get brand new creatures updated into the game, now is the perfect time to get that leak as well. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that the Star Wars Wars and Fortnite set or collab actually happens a week and a half after the update on Tuesday. So this update should happen on Tuesday, April 23rd, with the March 3rd or the May 3rd update for Star Wars and LEGO Fortnite. Now, we do know that we are getting brand new songs added in for Festival. We're getting some weapons back and some players back for the Battle Royale. So it only makes sense that the LEGO is also going to get something out of this, as they do obviously already have a collab between Star Wars and LEGO. Now it's included in LEGO Star Wars. So let's hope that we do get some content in here as well. That's something that makes me kind of believe that this update's not going to be as big as I'd expect it to on Tuesday, because we know that we're getting stuff the following Friday. But let's all wait and see exactly what comes out, and let's see if we actually get some new creatures and animals added into the game. Now, if this update happens the way that we think it will, there's a few things that you guys are going to need. One of those is going to be vines. Now, if you guys have been around animals and you don't know, a way to attract them or pull them closer to you is simply by dropping vines on the ground. This could obviously become extremely useful when it comes to grabbing those animals or luring them towards your caged areas if they allow us to do that. The other thing that you're going to obviously need is some of those smaller food items. Now, for myself, I've kept a lot of random food items: bread, eggs, cheese, milk, corn on the cob, and a bunch of small items like that. But I've also done a really good job of having some sort of little garden area with peppers and wheat, and I look to make sure that I add to this. That way, if they do add this, and we are going to need different type of seeds or food items in order to lure these players or these animals and creatures, I should have absolutely everything that I need. The final thing that you should need, or should look to build at your village, is going to be a little pen area for them. Now, for myself, I already had this built for, build videos and things like that, but I'm looking to renovate this and turn this into a little villager hut or a little animal hut. That way I can cage some of these animals in and set this up kind of like a little bit of a farm area on my shore biome. But let me know what you guys think of this update down in the comment section below. I'm sure that we're going to get so many more things and hear about so many more updates that should be releasing with this update within the next few days. As we get closer to the update day, they like to put out little teasers and things like that. So a few things that you could do is start talking to your villagers and seeing what they're going to go ahead and say. Some of that stuff does hint towards future videos or into future content drops that we get. So let me know what you guys think. And as always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace.